Hey cruisers, welcome to this Friday Night Live edition of March Muster. We're so happy to see all of you here. It was a long day and a very, very, very late entrance into my house, but I was able to secure food today at Trader Joe's. Got some chicken. I got a thing of mirepoix, which is carrots, celery, and onions pre-chopped. So I got home, I threw the chicken in the Instant Pot, put the mirepoix on top, I put 9 little potatoes on there, I put half a cup of chicken broth, some balsamic vinegar, honey, salt, and pepper, and I turned it on to 4 minutes. I did all of that in under 5 minutes, and yeah, so we got dinner going on. We have a newbie in the house, Stacy Watkins. Did Stacy just subscribe, or is she just new in the chat? Yeah, new in the chat. Dave Savard looking after his friends and saying he votes for 30 minutes tonight. Yeah, if I even make it that far. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, as many of you heard yesterday. And thank you, Stacy Watkins, for subscribing. I like the new crab on the screen. The crab is so cute. Anyway, yeah, oh, you guys, what a day. As I mentioned to all of you yesterday, you probably all know in the national news that California is on basically a shelter-in-place order for non-essential organizations. The company I work for has some essential functions, though, so we can't just go dark. And we also don't transition incredibly well to remote without heroics. So today was the heroics. And we got there. Well, we're getting there. We're not quite there yet, but everyone is exhausted in that it felt good to work as a team today. I want to welcome L. Hodges, new subscriber. So yeah, you guys are figuring this out early tonight. If you're a new subscriber, you get some special treatment on the screen. So keep it coming. Give us some likes. Give us some subscribes. We're happy to see you here. And yes, Dave Savard, we're going to keep it to maybe 30 minutes tonight because I am tired, guys. And sometimes when I get real exhausted, I can't tell the difference if I'm getting a sore throat or if I'm just really worn down. And today is one of those days when I'm like, please, Lord, don't let it be a sore throat. So I'm just, I'm going to take it a little bit easy, get some sleep. The weekend is here, and we're all going to be okay. All right, Laura Stigner coming in with the question of the day. What do you think of cruise ships as hospital ships? I think it's an incredible idea. So excited to see Carnival Corporation stepping up to the plate to offer that, Laura. We don't really know how that's going to develop just yet. But I'm extremely impressed with Carnival taking this situation and turning it into a way to help communities. This will not be the first time that they have done that. There have been other disasters where they have created temporary housing for people on the ships, and it's very heartwarming. So incredibly impressed. Tiffany Mosby Sydney said, hey Sherry, I have a cruise in June. Do you suggest holding off on canceling and waiting to see if the cruise line does? Do you think it would be more beneficial? Maybe cruise credit? Yeah, Tiffany, I think your chances of getting a little bit more credit are greater. None of us really know how that's going to go down right now, but your chances are better. If you can financially afford to wait this out, I would recommend that you do, especially for a June cruise. Yeah, wait it out. Corey Pregant, 2 questions. If you have the Wi-Fi package on Princess, was part of the package, do you still put your phone in airplane mode? Do I need to bring our travel insurance policy with us on the ship? Excellent questions. Yes, Corey, with the Wi-Fi package, you absolutely put your phone in airplane mode. You sure do. And do you need to take a copy of your travel insurance policy with you? I do recommend it. The travel insurance the travel insurance company will tell you to do that. So yes. Canada said, so are you able to work from home now? I'm getting there. I got 80% of my staff working from home as of today. I still, one of the essential functions of our office is to process payroll and to pay people. So that is an essential function that cannot lapse. And so on Monday, I will have to go back to the office because we weren't able to get full access for the person in my office who processes payroll, and I will not allow her to work alone under these circumstances. And as they say, no man left behind. So I will be back at the office on Monday, keeping a safe distance, of course, and taking care of my wonderful employee who has to drive all the way to work to do it. But we are so incredibly thankful to have our jobs, guys. I will do what I need to do to get through this, and we will get all of us home really, really soon. Nautical nurse Nancy, my dear friend, said, maybe that's how I can get on my cruise. Can I volunteer on a cruise ship hospital? Wonderful idea, Nancy. I think you could potentially be hired to work on a cruise ship hospital. It may not even be a volunteership. Alex Lewis, thank you so much for the super chat, Alex. Alex says, I hope Alaska sailings will be okay in September. I sure hope so too, Alex. I have a good feeling about that, my friend. Also, guys, just a reminder of the special event we have coming up tomorrow. I am really excited for our virtual sail away, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. That's 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern time. Come hang out with us. Let's have fun. I'm going to hang out in the chat the whole time and just talk to you guys. We're going to have some fun surprises, and I will tell you what you need to bring. You need to bring to sail away, to sail away Saturday, you need to bring... you need to be prepared to answer some questions because we're going to turn it around on you tomorrow and we're going to be asking you about some of your favorite memories. So here's a few things you want to be ready to talk about. Your favorite sail away experience, one thing you love about embarkation day. We're going to talk about excursions, we're going to talk about ports, and we're going to be asking you and sharing some of your answers. So get ready for that because we're going to jump into all of those cruise memories that we're all holding on to so tightly right now, and we're going to share them and cherish them, and we're going to play some fun clips up on the screen. Mr. Cruise Tips TV is preparing to share some old memories with you guys, some of our old memories to hopefully give me a bathroom break in the 2 hours and also just to share what life was like for us, 3 or 4 years ago. It's really crazy how much things have changed, and I think you guys are going to get a kick out of it. Rebecca Scott said, did anybody buy Royal Caribbean stock? Rebecca, I bought a little bit, but I didn't get up to 100 shares, and I don't know if I'm going to. Ange Reeser said, do they normally give more future cruise credit for Carnival if they cancel? And I think most of the cruise lines are doing that right now. And I've got a resource for you. Y'all know our friends over at Sharon at Sea. They just did a live stream at 5 p.m. tonight where they, Sharon, who is a travel agent, answered all of those questions for you guys about cruise line cancellations, future cruise credits, all of that from a travel agent's perspective. So I want you to go over to Sharon at Sea's channel, subscribe, and please watch her very informative 5 o'clock live stream. It was absolutely exceptional. And Sharon and Jamie came on and they just really served that community tonight and gave like tons of information from a travel agent insider perspective on what the cancellation policies look like. I am not a travel agent and they have way more knowledge than me, so go watch. Stephen Ames, thank you so much. You are such a good friend to us. Thank you for the super chat. And Stephen, thank you for being there for us during this tough time too. You're the best, man. We appreciate you. Hi, Sean and KC, vacay mode, cruise reviews and more. That's a long one. You guys, I have to read that whole thing. You're welcome for the cruise stock tips. Sean and KC are referring to the podcast episode we recently released where we were talking about the top big 3 cruise line stocks. We talked about Carnival Corporation, Royal Caribbean Holdings Limited, and Norwegian cruise line, and the difference between the 3 stocks, what it takes to get perks, what the dividends are like, and all the things stock related. So please go search for Cruise Tips TV Unplugged wherever you listen to podcasts and get your cruise stock knowledge on. Full disclosure, we are not financial advisors, and you're going to hear the world's longest disclosure about me not being a financial advisor on that podcast, but I think we did a good job of presenting where the cruise line stocks are right now and some of the pros and cons, and didn't really give you advice. We just gave you some facts. Pastel Dragon said, how long will cruises be canceled for? Pastel Dragons, I wish we knew. Right now, the official word is 30 to 60 days, but I have a feeling it'll be extended. Nancy Campbell said, should I send sons on a trip with grandfather of 78 years old? I think it depends when, Nancy. And I think it depends on for how long. Are you saying like send your sons to take care of the 78-year-old? I think that's a really sweet idea. Good thinking. Who's talking about an earthquake? Did somebody just have an earthquake just now? I know we had one in Utah earlier, but oh my goodness. Dorothy Blankenship said, do you think the April transatlantic cruises to Europe will happen? I don't know, Dorothy. What do you guys think? Do you think that the April transatlantics are going to happen? Get in the chat. Let us know what you think. I'm very interested to hear. Jamie, welcome. Thank you for coming on over from the other chat that you were in. Reno, Nevada just had an earthquake. Oh no. I hope our friends over there are okay. Oh my word. I hope it wasn't serious. Oh my gosh. Chelly L said, just venting. I was due to cruise on Sunday and I just feel sad. Chelly, you are in very good company. I've had a cruise canceled. a very large portion of the people in this chat room with you right now, my friend, are in the same boat, but we're here to cheer each other up, so welcome. Stick with us, because every day that you do stick with us, Chelly, you're going to feel better. We've all been getting we've all been feeling better. With all the world news going on, it's hard to do that, but we are sticking together and we're working through this, and we're just talking about it as we go every single day. So hang in there with us. Rebecca Lawrence said, do you think there is any way that cruises to Alaska will go ahead before July 1st? I think it's possible, Rebecca. I just wish we had more information on what was going on with that right now, but we'll see soon. Hang in there. Jess Gordon said, what priority boarding excursion do you think is better, Royal Caribbean's The Key or Carnival's Faster to the Fun? Well, Carnival's Faster to the Fun is probably less expensive. It doesn't offer a free internet package like the Key, but to me, I prefer Faster to the Fun. If you don't have high level of loyalty on Carnival, you get some really good perks with Faster to the Fun. I just think that the Key is a little bit pricey for what you get, and I believe that Royal Caribbean does such a good job in so many areas that you don't really need the Key. That's just my opinion. Isabel Sweet said, should we dress up? Isabel, if you're talking about tomorrow, I would like to see you in some resort wear. You might want to bring a fun hat and maybe a cocktail. No formal night tomorrow. We're going resort casual. See you there. Nancy Campbell says, that's great. On Saturday, yes, Nancy. We're doing a fun virtual sail away event tomorrow. It's going to be a lot like this. We're going to be hanging out in the live chat, but it's going to be a little bit more of a party theme, a resorty theme, and we're going to be having some mocktails, some cocktails, and we're going to be cruise chatting for 2 hours from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific right here, same place. Nat Wall, greetings from Ireland. Hello from Ireland. I'm so glad this time worked out for you. Blur Bois said, sorry, what was Sharon's channel again? It's called Sharon at Sea. And yeah, you should be able to find it that way. All right, Chef Miggs said, what's the drink of the night? Chef Miggs, I didn't have time to make a cocktail, so I've got myself a blackberry bubbly. Tomorrow we're going to pull out all the stops with the cocktails. What do you guys think for cocktails tomorrow? I'm thinking maybe an Aperol Spritz with a beautiful new bottle of Prosecco that I got on one of my I'm not hoarding grocery trips. I'm thinking about it, okay, Chef Miggs, Aperol Spritz. Dale Maki said it was only a 5.0. We're okay. Dale, you're over there in Nevada. I'm so glad you're okay, but I bet you felt that 5.0. Hey, Sharon at Sea Travel is in the house, guys. Sharon at Sea is in the chat. So if you want to find their channel, like we were just talking about a minute ago, so that you can go and watch, please just click on Sharon's channel and you can subscribe. They're wonderful. They give great information, and they just got off Carnival Panorama for basically the last cruise before cruises stopped, guys, and their vlogs are really super fun. So go over there and check it out, okay? All right, Canada, thanks for listening to all of our podcasts. Thank you for the love. Go guys, go listen to our podcast. It's getting a little bit more popular, and we really appreciate all the love on that. Mr. Cruise Tips TV is my co-host on the pod. You guys are going to hear his voice every week. He's in there with me and helping out, and you'll get to know his personality a lot. So Cruise Tips TV Unplugged, wherever you listen to podcasts. Check it out. Yeah, Sharon at Sea said, dirty vodka martini for sure. Yes, that's right, guys. I think it might be Jamie in the house and not Sharon typing that comment. Just a guess, but I don't know. All right, let's see what question we have next. Jess Gordon said, what do you think is better, Royal Caribbean? Oh, already got that one. I would choose Faster to the Fun, Jess. All right, Sharon at Sea, thanks for the love. Always our pleasure. We love you guys. So just can't emphasize enough what a highlight it was to be able to meet you guys on Panorama. We'll see you again. I know we will. All right, I got Jess Gordon. I'm going to get Lori Gonzalez now. Says, we're all in this together. I appreciate all your thoughts and wishes. Waiting to see those blue waters, stars, and that awesome moon. Oh man, Lori Gonzalez, are we going to appreciate cruising more than we ever have? Is it going to be the most incredible sensory experience to walk back on a ship? And it's so funny. It's not like it's been that long. Like, we were on a cruise in November. That's really not the torture chamber. We're making it sound so dramatic, but yeah, it's going to be amazing. All right. Gail Joyner said, we're on a July 10th cruise out of Vancouver. Any thoughts? Gail, I'm really hoping for the best on this. I'd really like to see how they're going to pull this off, but I'm optimistic for you for July. I really am. Jess Gordon, do you think people who have never sailed on Carnival should purchase Faster to the Fun? I don't see why not. The only downside, Jess, is that they're going to get spoiled. They're going to get spoiled if they do it, right? Yeah, thank you, Amanda, for the kind words. Really appreciate it. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of love in the house tonight. I'm just taking a peek at everybody's comments. All right, yeah. Mary Ellen said, you think it's Jamie with the martini comment too. I'm telling you, I think it is. I could be wrong. Oh. We're both here, but Jamie gets the keyboard seat. LOL. I knew it. I called it. You guys are great. I'm so glad you came over and joined us. We had to move our live stream to 6:45, so I know you guys were on at 5. And it was really nice listening to you guys on the way home from work. It really pumped me up, and I actually learned a ton from you, Sharon. I'm not a travel agent. I don't have that knowledge, so yeah. Vernon's in the house. Vernon and Liberty Cruiser said, wouldn't you know, been waiting for the live stream, and as soon as it comes on, we get a phone call. Oh, shucks, Vernon. Well, I hope you guys are okay and back now. It looks like you are. Lewis says, is there a chance to see Northern Lights in September in Alaska? There's a chance in September in Alaska, but you can't count on it, Lewis, okay? Julie Renee, I would not cancel a June 27th cruise out of Miami to the ABC Islands. I would wait it out. That's my personal opinion. Again, you guys, this is a tricky thing. We're all just trying to navigate this together. And on last night's live stream, was it last night? I think it was last night or Monday. There were times when I told people, look, I don't think your cruise is going to happen. I think with that one, I think you have a better chance. I really do. Jose Duval, you were supposed to be on Summit. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Aunt Josie said, I'm watching Christmas movies and sneaking in some sherry. Can we make that a hashtag? Sneaking in some sherry over on Instagram. That's so funny. Mr. Crusoe TV just made a really funny face. Like, I don't know about that, babe. I'm not sure. Chris, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, Janice knows Sharon very well. Sharon usually gets margaritas. I know, I feel like I've seen Sharon with more like the nice tropical drinks and things. Tiffany Mosby Sydney said, hi, Sherry. I gotta ask I know it's off topic, but where do you buy your cute off-shoulder tops? I actually get a lot of them at Fasham, which is a clothing subscription service. And I have a little notepad here that I usually have pulled up during the chat with a link to all the things I sometimes get questions about. And I forgot to pull it up tonight. So if you can give me just a moment, I will grab you the link. The cool thing about Fasham, it's kind of like Stitch Fix, only it's less expensive. And your stylist puts up like 8 things on your account, and you get to pick which of the things get shipped to you, so you know the price and everything, and then you get to choose. So I have a little discount code for you, and it gives you $10 off your first Fasham box. And what you want to do is make sure that when you put your little style profile in there, that you ask for resort wear and off-the-shoulder tops and things like that. Yes, Dave Savard, mistletoe and social distancing don't mix. LOL, that's so funny. Sashimi Cat, you know how to spell my name. You got it right, it's S-H-E-R-I. All right. So yeah, that's where I get them. And I think Chris Barnett, I'll thank you again for your kind words. And you are so welcome for the positivity. We're going to stay that way. Like I was saying last night, do we always feel positive? No. Nope. Been a really rough, I'm going to say it's been a rough like 6 weeks. But I do want to talk about gratitude for a moment here. I've had close friends in the cruise industry. Some brand partners I work with lose their jobs in the last week. And I'm not talking about people who are necessarily people that you would expect to lose their jobs. You know, we all know that people on the ships right now and certain people are displaced, but I'm talking about people who are at the corporate level. And my heart is breaking for my friends. At the same time, I know that those of us who have kept our jobs in this environment are so thankful for that. I am so thankful for that with all the stress. I was also just thinking earlier in the week how incredibly thankful I am that Junior and my mom and I had the opportunity to go to Cabo in February. That trip was very restorative, and I feel like it was meant to be. I needed those 5 days of sand and sun and doing nothing time with my mom and my kid. And I'm just so thankful that I had that opportunity right now. So I'm focusing as much as I can on all of that. I see a really nice super chat in the house from my friend Sashimi Cat, who said, thanks for being such a caring and kind person, and the boys too. You're a wonderful friend to us all. Take care of yourself. Don't overextend yourself. I hope you all stay well. including your mom. Thank you, Sashimi Cat. You know me well. I'm an overextender. I'm an Enneagram 2 with a 3 wing, which means that I'm 100% people focused. Like, I always want to make sure everyone else is okay before I'm okay. This is why in my household we have a mandatory 1-hour bath time for mommy every night. This is why I own an Instant Pot. You gotta have the little things in life. So thank you for that. You guys are so sweet. Some of you have really gotten to know me very well over the years and know that I have to watch that a little bit. So thank you. I appreciate you. Even Dave Savard earlier was like, you're gonna limit it to 30 minutes tonight, young lady. He did not take that tone, but I appreciate it, and I would have been okay if he took that tone. All right, so we have 10 more minutes so that I can go eat my chicken. Let's see what we've got here. Jess Gordon said, when will all of the cruise ships be back in business? Jess, if I had that knowledge, I would probably be a very popular girl right now, but I just don't know. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I'm sure hoping that no later than summertime. Amanda Rodriguez said, I know many cruises are paused for a certain amount of time, but the cruise planner is down for me for a cruise in November. Do you know why this may be? I don't know, Amanda. Amanda, is that for Princess? I don't know. I would definitely just pause for a bit and wait a few more weeks and then maybe reach out to the cruise line and find out. All right. Peyton's Place said, are travel protections really necessary? Peyton's Place, travel protections, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean travel insurance? Do you mean the travel limitations that we have right now? Let me know. Mr. Cruise Tips TV, can you watch, please, for Peyton's Place to clarify their question for me because I'm not sure what they mean. Christine Levesque said, Sherry, will you and Mr. Cruise Tips TV doing any new video on Cruise Gear channel about new products or travel items? Yeah. We just got the latest Glocal Me, which is basically it is a, what do you call it? It's a mobile hotspot. I'm not the techie in the house, and we're excited about that. So yes, we're going to be doing that. Jerome P., you're thinking about taking your cruise refund and buying a used RV. Sounds like a good investment to me, bud. Do it. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Gary Schick is in the house and said, thank you, Cruise Tips TV, for another great show. This is how confident we are about things in the cruise world turning around. We just bought 100 shares of Carnival Cruise Line stock for $9. Gary, I think that was a good move. Like I said, I feel like that, even though buying cruise stocks is a gamble, I feel like that was a good move, and I'm glad that I did it too. Nurse Nancy with a dedication cruise chat. My gosh, my computer's slow tonight, you guys. Nurse Nancy, I think you said that you were giving a shout out to your buddy Blaine in the house. Thank you so much for that. As soon as I can see it, I'll read it. There we go. This is to honor my chat friend, Blaine 2007, who is such a great supporter and a positive presence in the cruising community. Happy birthday, Blaine! Nancy, that's such a cool idea. I really like the idea of dedicating your super chat to someone else. Thank you, Nancy. Happy birthday, Blaine. Why do I want to call Blaine Blaney? I feel like I read that or something else. Like, wait, should I say Blaney? Oh my gosh. So yeah, Christine, we'll try to get more cruise gear stuff up there for you. It's just a matter of time right now. I'm stretched in every direction, but we're working on it. Jennifer Wyckoff said, do you take your passports when you go on excursions, especially if they're ship sponsored? Generally, no. Just photo ID like a driver's license. Passports stay in the safe unless the cruise line directs you otherwise, like in ports like Nassau. All right. I'm ready for Jack's Back. If you can get that one for me. Jack's Back says, love your work, Sherry. 2 of my 3 cruises have been canceled. Do you think my July 27th in Australia will happen with Princess? I really hope so. And I do think it will, Jack's Back. I think you're going to be okay with that one. I can't believe you had 2 cruises canceled. Yes, I'm going to say let's not let that 3rd one get canceled, Jack's Back. I don't think it will. I think you're going to be all right, but we'll see. Renee Black said, should we change our Alaska cruise from San Francisco from 6/2 to 7/22 due to Canada closures? I think that's a really good idea. I hope we're all back in cruise in early June. It's a beautiful time to go to Alaska, but I think if it makes you feel comfortable, Renee, you should do it. Tina Wood said, do you think we're safe for our cruise on Carnival for August 22nd on Panorama? I do, Tina. And honestly, I want to jump on Panorama as soon as I can too. Hopefully this summer. You never know, we might see you on board. Jackie Johnson said, I'm a newbie. I enjoy all your videos. Jackie Johnson, welcome, newbie. We're so glad to have you here. And you guys always need to tell us if you're new. We want to hear from you. Okay, Mr. Cruise Tips TV, I'm going to go ahead and jump in there and see what's going on. Keep losing my connection though. It's kind of hit and miss, but that's okay. How you doing? How you doing, Joey? Oh my goodness sakes. All right. Hot Chicken's in the house. Hey, Hot Chicken, good to see you here. Okay. Just trying to scroll, but my computer doesn't like me. All right, Sean and Casey on vacay mode said, where can I see the cruise stock rates, Cruise Tips TV? You could subscribe to any news outlet and go to their stock section. If you have an iPhone, simply swipe right, and you can put your preferred stock portfolio that you like to watch right here, and you can follow the stock prices. Today, Carnival Cruise Line closed when the market closed at $12 per share, up 20% over yesterday. Woohoo! Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings closed at $8.72, up 5.95% from yesterday. And Royal Caribbean, I think it's limited, closed at 23.81, up 6.25. You guys, all the cruise line stocks are up today. Little relief. Mr. Cruise Tips TV and I are not sure why. We thought maybe it was because of the good news about the hospital announcement, but we don't know. My friends Shailene and Kurt are in the house, and they say, do you, if your canceled cruise gets canceled, would you get double cruise credit? Shailene and Kurt, Sharon at Sea Travel knows the answer, and I think that she talked about this in her 5 o'clock live stream on her channel. Sharon, I wonder if you know the answer to that. Honestly, Shailene and Kurt, I'm not 100% sure. I think you'll get some kind of a credit. I can tell you that the standard, depending on when the cancellation happens, has been more like 125% cruise credit, not necessarily double. Some of the early Princess cancellations were basically a 200% credit. So they would give you like a refund plus a full 100. I can tell you for us, for Princess, Shailene and Kurt, we got a full refund and then a 25% future cruise credit. So if you paid, let's just say $5,000 for the cruise, they'd give you all the money back. And then 25% of that $5,000 would be given to you in a future cruise credit. So we'll get you an answer, Shailene and Kurt. I know that there's some travel agent love in the house tonight, and I'm hoping they can chat it up if they haven't already. Jenny Estes said, we bought 100 shares of Carnival. What perks will you get? Haven't listened to the podcast yet. Yes, Jenny, good question. When you buy 100 shares of Carnival, you are entitled to an onboard credit that ranges from $50 to $250, depending on the length of your cruise. For a 7-night cruise, you will get a $100 shipboard credit. For voyages, I believe, of 14 days or longer, I believe it's $250 on Carnival brands in the United States, such as Carnival Cruise Line, Princess, Holland America. You need to go to the Carnival website, the Carnival Corp website. Just type in Carnival Corp shareholder, and you need to complete some information and mail it to the cruise line in at least 3 weeks before your cruise. You must show proof of stock ownership and list a whole bunch of other stuff. It is very clear on the cruise, the Carnival Corp website. Thank you, Papa Mozo. Papa Mozo is spreading so much love tonight and said, I've donated to a few channels, enough to buy 2 nice cruises. It's because I love the positive vibes. Society needs more of it. Hey, Papa Mozo. Yes, I saw you spreading the love earlier on Sharon and Jamie's live stream. You are a sweetheart, and we are so thankful that you are a part of our community too. Let's see here. Carol Johnson said, how do we give a thumbs up? Carol Johnson, if you look right under the video, you're going to see some little icons. You're going to see one that looks like this and one that looks like this. You don't get to touch this one. I'm just joking. Tap this one. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit that one too and turn the notifications bell on. Basma O'Neill said, first time in the chat, we're on Enchanted Princess on July 18th. Do you think that ship will sail? Yeah, I do think that ship will sail, Basma, and I hope to be on it. I might even be on your sailing. You never know. I'm really optimistic about that. Thank you, Aunt Josie. You're so sweet. I want your hubby to be cruising too. Danielle Coker said, hello, we have a Hawaiian cruise sailing out of San Francisco on April 16th. Would you cancel with the $600 onboard credit they're offering or wait it out? If you could afford to wait it out, Danielle, 100% wait it out. Please wait it out. Top Rad said, sorry we're late, so glad to see your smile. Thank you, Top Rad. Travel with Tess says, hi Sherry, I'm booked for MSC Meraviglia. Can't see the rest of that. Travel with Tess, booked for Meraviglia Yacht Club. Do you know if drinks are included throughout the ship aside from the yacht club? Yes, they sure are. Travel with Tess, I believe that internet is not included though, so please be prepared for that. All right. Jess Gordon said, do you think my cruise next May on Allure of the Seas would be safe? If I'm a betting girl, Jess, I'm going to say 100% yes on that. And I've rarely said 100% yes to anything in the last 2 weeks, so I think you're fine. Jennifer McClintock, you're going to probably be one of our last questions here tonight. We're going to wrap it up and go eat some Instant Pot chicken, guys, and get some sleep. Jennifer said, I hope while you're working remotely that you at least get to enjoy wearing pajamas. Jennifer, I plan on that. Either pajamas or workout clothes. And I'm really hoping to use my lunch breaks to do my Shine Dance fitness workouts at least 1 or 2 times per week. That will be the beauty of being at home and not commuting, is a little bit more time at home. And I think that's great. Shailene and Kurt, I'm sorry I didn't have more of a direct answer for you guys. I wish I knew all the details. Angela Rittenhouse, if you get airline through cruise, do you get a refund from the cruise or the airline? If you bought Princess Air, Easy Air, your refund will come, if you made final payment, your refund will come from the cruise line. If you purchased it through the cruise line, it comes from the cruise line. Yeah. Okay. All right. Lori Zorbat said, what's your favorite protocol and why? I have so many, Lori. I like Juneau in Alaska. In the Caribbean, I liked Virgin Gorda from Tortola. And in Mexico, I'm a big fan of both Puerto Vallarta and Cabo San Lucas. There's so many. I don't know, John, if Royal Caribbean will be back on April 11th, but we're sure all hoping so. Okay, so Bridget, did I figure out what is the weirdest item you stocked up on? I thought I saw that last night. There's nothing really all that weird, but I think it's weird that I stocked up on frozen vegetables. I literally filled my freezer with frozen fruits and frozen vegetables. And what else? Can you think of anything else weird that we stocked up on? It's not weird. It's just normal. We just got normal stuff. Canned beans, just like everybody else. Right? Anyway, I'm sorry, Bridget. I'll try to think more about it. Jocelyn, should you be concerned about any particular cruise line's financial stability? You know, Jocelyn, you're going to read articles out there left and right about cruise lines going bankrupt. The truth is nobody really knows what could happen. We're going to call it tonight, but before I do, I'm going to answer my buddy Dave Savard's question, who says, what time again tomorrow? Thank you, Dave, for reminding us. Guys, the sail away party tomorrow is 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to be right here on YouTube. It's going to be a casual 2-hour chat, a lot like this. I'm going to be in the chat as much as I possibly can. Leah Longobardi, before we go, is dedicating a super chat to our beautiful friend, Nautical Nurse Nancy, for her hard work as a nurse. Thank you for your service, Nancy. Stay safe. Love you, Sherry. Oh my goodness sakes. I love all the love in the chat. How much kindness and generosity is there in our community? You guys, we're going to look back on this time as a time when we all grew so much closer together through these challenges and through this adversity. And we're, of course, going to celebrate all the little things, but I feel like we're going to have a deeper appreciation for one another and for the good things in life. Maurice, I think for right now, yes, that's a possibility, but I don't have the answer. Guys, see you tomorrow. Love you all. Until next time, see you on the high seas.
Cruiser of the week!
Hey, click me to subscribe.